Superstars, this jumpsuit and hair combo is making me feel like Tony Braxton in the You're Making Me High music video.
I get so hot when I'm around you, baby.
I want you to sing my name. I know a lot of you don't know me. My name is Lebo. It's very simple. This is what you say. Lebo, Lebo, Lebo.
Welcome to Latin with Lebo. Now this is a show which is full on the culture. Anyone that you should know or already know. Now superstars, I'm kind of feeling very nervous to be speaking to you guys. I feel like I haven't spoken to you guys in like a week, and maybe that's why I'm feeling nervous. But yeah, I kind of have butterflies on my stomach, but that's a good thing. But anyway, superstars, I have split up this video. Not video, but there's so much to talk about in the culture right now that I have two videos that I will be posting up. Well, this video will be on Monday, I'm sure, because today is Sunday, and then the second video will be next week sometime, Thursday. Don't hold me to that, but let's do it Thursday because there's so much to talk about and there's so little time, you know. So let's get into hot topics, superstars. Let's start locally because this might be the most tragic news ever. Showmax is ending. If you're a Showmax subscriber, you would have received an email which entailed, you know, that Showmax might be nearing its near end. Nearing its near end, yes. And now it's like, where am I gonna watch Housewives? Where am I gonna watch? Well, I mean, I'm not surprised. I am actually not surprised because when they actually said that they will be discontinuing Canal Plus, meaning that there won't be any HBO and Warner Bros., I was like, this might be the end, because if there's no HBO, if there's no Canal Plus, I mean, yes, there's other great shows, but I don't think it would have stood on its own without. Like, I love me some good Insecure. And what's that thing with Reese Witherspoon? That movie, not movie, series. That series with Reese Witherspoon and a whole range of actresses. I forgot it, but that was a good. Is it Little Spoon? Something? No, I mean that's her name, so it's not. Big Little Lies. I think it's Big Little Lies. That was a great series. If you haven't watched it, oh, I think it's gone. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is Showmax is leaving, and this is actually sad because Ed was a host for so many African shows, you know, too, like your Housewives of Durban, your Ultimate Girls Trip Africa and all that, your Mselekus, your whole, like, it was a host for so many premium shows that, of course, it was not, you know, the strongest streaming platform because, you know, you have your Disney Plus, you have your Amazon Prime, and you have your Netflix. So it wasn't faring really well, but I didn't think that it would end. Like, why don't they end DSTV and leave Showmax? No. Honestly, like, I know some people do. I don't want to say who still watches DSTV at this, because a lot of people do, and a lot of people also watch it for soccer, and you know, they probably just watch it for soccer. But anyways, some people still do watch DSTV, but it's not that, you know, like Showmax is so much better than DS, and this is so sad. It's really sad. It is really sad because now, how am I gonna watch Housewives? You know, the whole Housewives franchise. Like, let's move on. Did any of you see that woman who went viral for washing her underwear in the coffee machine at a hotel? If you have, let me know in the comment down below.
I'm about to show you guys one of the coolest tricks ever. So you're traveling and you didn't pack enough underwear, and you're just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna wear tomorrow? Every room has like a coffee pot thing in it. Every room. Even the other coffee makers where it like bursts through. All you have to do, put your underwear where you would put the coffee grounds. You close it, you press brew, and it puts scorching hot water through it. You guys, then the hair dryer in the bathroom, you blow dry those bad boys, and you got yourself a cleaner pair of underwear to wear.
But it is so crazy. It is so crazy because now I won't be drinking any coffee at a at a hotel anymore. I don't even drink coffee, so I don't know why I said anymore. But if you do, I don't know, like now finding out that people are washing their underwear, because she even gave us a step by step, which is bizarre to me, because like you are showing us how to wash your underwear in a coffee machine and saying instead of putting your beans where you're supposed to put your beans, you are putting your bloomers in there and you are just washing away, and the next person, the next guest is supposed to drink coffee from that machine that has been washing all your bloomers and your so it is so crazy to me. And Tracy Ellis Ross already taught us how to wash our bloomers at hotels and everything. Did you guys not see the video of her washing her own bloomers and drying them at a hotel?
Hello. So I've been away for quite a while. I don't know, it's been like 2 weeks. And I have a couple of delegates that, how much underwear can you bring on a trip? You know what I mean? So it's a hand washing day in Paris. Hand washing in Paris. And I'm going to show you some of my hacks.
Like, take some notes, woman. And honestly, there's so many alternatives that she could have, done. She could have bought some panties. She could have brought enough from home, or she could have gone without. She could have just gone without any. No one would know. No one would know. Like, hand wash. Hand wash is still something that is still available to people. There are sinks and everything where you can just hand wash. You're not above it. So yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. And people are like, oh, that's why you shouldn't eat at people's houses. But clearly you shouldn't be eating at hotels too. And Airbnbs maybe. And a whole lot of different places. Maybe you should just stay home. Stay at your respective houses and don't leave your house. Let's move on. So Zendaya and Tom Holland might secretly be married. And this is not confirmed by the AI photos that have been generated and are circulating the net, which have actually gotten 10 million likes on Instagram and are so crazy. But I am not surprised, because a lot of people don't even know that they are AI photos. So yeah, but it was hinted by Laura Roach, who said that we have missed it and they have secretly gotten married. And we're like, we didn't get the RSVP, my love. We don't know at all that it is true, because they haven't even confirmed it. But a co-star of theirs on the Spider-Man set, Liza Minnelli, no, not Liza Minnelli, but Liza, has also kind of confirmed. And Zendaya's mother has posted on Instagram, reposted Laura Roach's interview, but made a comment about the love and not so much on the marriage. But I don't think it's a coincidence. I think that these two are married, and I wouldn't be surprised, because they have kept their relationship very private. People didn't even know that they were engaged until they were engaged. So I wouldn't put it past them that they are married. So if they are, congratulations to them. They have everything that Kim Kardashian ever dreamed.
You've got everything that Kim Kardashian wishes she had.
I'm not gonna use that line anymore. I am not gonna use that line anymore, Kim. You know what? I am going to, because you are my spirit animal, so I'm not gonna use that line anymore. But yeah, congratulations to them. We wish them all the marital bliss in the world. And would have loved to watch and witness their wedding live, because as you can see, if those AI photos have already generated 10 million likes, imagine the real photos of the wedding. It would have been such a huge spectacle, because Zendaya is giving, our princess, our queen. She is so regal, and if she wasn't an actress and a model, is she a model? Kind of. If she wasn't an actress though, she definitely would have been a socialite. And I still do say that bring back socialites. Not West looks like she might be a socialite. She might, take over her mom's socialite status, because Kim Kardashian is a socialite first before being a businesswoman, and there are so many more socialites that I did list. So I don't want to say Blue Ivy will be a socialite because I don't know what route she is looking at, because she could be a singer. She was spotted at her school church choir. Or was it at a school? Yes, school church choir with Kelly Rowland's son, Titan.
Help us to glorify as we lift up our praises with melodies in our hearts.
And they were, singing church songs. And I actually love that, because people have been saying that R&B has been missing the church element to it. Like, we hear, the singers saying your Kelanis, your SZA, your Coco Jones and all that, but there isn't soul. The soul is missing. The church soul is missing, because remember, they would take all these women from church, like how they took Toni Braxton from the church. I mean, I am dressed as Toni Braxton today, so why not speak about her? But anyways, they were taking these women, they had like a church background to them. So yeah, so that's missing. And I'm glad that it seems like Beyonce and Kelly Rowland are putting that foundation in their kids. But anyway, let's move on.
She got soul like a mug.
Harry Styles. Harry Styles dropped his new album on the 6th of March. Today is the 8th of March. So I had a listen to it. And it's titled Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. And I am still searching for the disco. I'm not gonna lie, let us be honest, there really isn't much disco to it. There's a lot of sadness to it, introspection, reflection, and all those kinds of words, but less disco. I was expecting, well, today's standards is your Renaissance, but I was expecting more of your 70s disco. I was expecting your Disco Inferno. I was expecting all your dance, Boogie Wonderland, all those songs. I was expecting Studio 54. Let us revive Studio 54. Can someone rich please revive Studio 54? Because I would love to be in that scene. I would love to dance the night away and just, be surrounded by joy and celebration. But anyway, speaking of Harry Styles, back to Harry Styles' album, it didn't give the title. And I hate when an artist gives their album a theme. Like The Life of a Showgirl, Taylor Swift wasn't The Life of a Showgirl. Let's be honest about that too. It didn't give The Life of a Showgirl. The people who have actually given The Life of a Showgirl have been your Christina Aguilera. She has actually given throughout her career The Life of a Showgirl. I feel like if she wanted to draw some inspiration, she could have drawn it from Christina Aguilera. She could have drawn it from Moulin Rouge. She could have drawn it from a whole lot of musicals and stage productions and all that. But that was nothing from that was nothing from a Showgirl, and there was nothing about disco hairstyles. None of them were on theme. So let's move on.
Taylor Swift.
Okay, great gowns, beautiful gowns.
Zara Larsson has been outspoken recently. Not even recently. Zara Larsson is known for being outspoken, but I fear that it might land her in hot water soon, because right now she was on Cosmopolitan's Cheap Shots, and she was asked who would we not find on her playlist, and she blatantly said abusers. She would never find a Chris Brown song on her playlist, and I definitely agree with her. I agree. You also wouldn't find Chris Brown on my playlist. I am sorry, not sorry. You wouldn't. And that is not what I think would land in hot water, because if people are taking offense over that, then I think they should just reevaluate their lives. But what would land it in hot water is, recently there was a post made where a fan a fan wrote that they had an abortion right after her performance, her performance. And she commented and said, I killed the performance and you killed it, per. And people, not people, let me say your woke culture disguised as cancel culture. Or your cancel culture disguised as your woke culture. I don't know which is which. But anyway, where they were like, oh, maybe I'm too woke. Baby, you're not too woke if you are not pro-choice. You're probably not even woke enough. Because, I'm sorry, ma, if you were woke, you would be pro-choice. So I don't know. And then there are people who also said they are pro-choice, but they just feel like, she has been careless with her words. And that's why I say that it's going to land there in hot water with this cancel culture or culture people, because I do not subscribe to them. Let's get that straight. I really do not subscribe to them. I do feel like they have changed the world for the worst. I feel like now every celeb and everyone out here is very much PR centered. They are very much, let me give a PR answer, because they're afraid of speaking the truth. They're afraid of being outspoken. They're afraid of saying the wrong thing. Because these righteous people, because these people that feel like they are above everyone, that feel like they should hold people at a certain level, but they are not even at that level, but they feel like they should hold people. Oh my gosh, they are infuriating me.
I told you I'm a fucking problem.
But they just feel like, everyone is cancelable, and they feel like, they don't even cancel the people they like. Like I said, if they cancel people, they would have canceled Chris Brown a long time ago. But hey, we love him. He's so hot. He's so nice. He's so nice. He's so dreamy. No, he's not. He's not above it all. But honestly, I just feel like it will get her in hot water, but I don't want her to stop. I don't want anyone to stop. I don't want people to stop being outspoken. I don't want people to stop saying what comes to mind. Even if it kind of sometimes does offend people, sometimes we do need those conversations, okay? Let me hold y'all's hands and say we need the conversation starters so that we can have a better world. The world that you guys think is better. Because right now the world is not better. You guys keep saying that the world is better. You guys keep saying that everyone is body positive and everyone is all this. But that's a lie. Because you guys come here and are vicious and attack everyone else's bodies. You guys attacked Lizzo. You guys attacked Ariana Grande and Cynthia. You guys are attacking Oprah and Gayle King right now. You guys are attacking everyone in this world. But you keep claiming that the world is a better place. And you keep claiming that there is body positivity in the world. And that is a lie. There is body inclusivity, yes, from before. But there is no body positivity. There is a gap from the 2000s, but there is also more work to be done. Thank you for my rant. Let's move on.
One way that you could tell that the death of woke culture was coming was the art that people were craving, because all over social media, you would constantly see people reposting art and media from a simpler time. You saw people posting movies from the early 2000s where people were making jokes that today would get them canceled. You saw people reposting episodes from America's Next Top Model where the judges are saying things that today would have gotten them canceled. Meanwhile, the media that was getting released in real time, all of these live action woke remakes, were bombing at the box office. The art that people crave is indicative of the culture that people want. And people were craving to return to simpler times like the early 2000s where people could just be human, where people could make crude jokes, where people could be themselves instead of being bound by a restrictive set of social norms. Woke culture was bound to die because in a free society, free people will never choose to be perpetually bound by a restrictive set of guidelines imposed upon us by some elites in academia.
So, if you have been on the internet long enough, you would have seen that whole BAFTA incident with John Davidson calling Michael B. Jordan and his fellow castmates the N-word on stage. And the BBC director actually spoke out right now saying that that wasn't actually the first incident that night. He actually said it to Wunmi Mosaku as well. I hope I'm not butchering your name, sister girl, but you will forgive me if I did. But anyways, That wasn't the first incident, but they did edit that out. Well, the editing team is what he is, he's blaming the editing team. And I've also written in my article that they also did edit out that speech from someone, I forgot who, someone saying Free Palestine. They edited that out. And I said in my article, if they can edit out the Free Palestine thing, I didn't know that they actually also edited out the N-word from Wunmi. Well, that was directed to Wunmi Musaku. And now that I know, I would like to retract my statement and say, if they can edit out the Free Palestine and edit out that first batch of N-word, they can edit out the second one. But you know why they didn't? I feel like they didn't because allegedly they wanted to drum up some views. It's no secret that award shows have been lacking in views and viewership. We have all seen stars are not even going to award seasons anymore. Stars are choosing to stay at home or work or whatever, but they have not been gracing us with their presence. A lot of people that have been gracing us with their presence as influencers, but the stars have not been coming out to these award seasons. Anyways, who wants to go to an award show where they're not even gonna win because of some award politics or whatever? And yeah, so they lack in viewership. They lack in viewership, and I just feel like they did all that so that they can drum up some views and so that it could, because they did achieve what they wanted to do. If it is what they wanted to do, I'm not saying that's what they wanted to do, but if that's what they wanted to do, mission accomplished, So yeah, I don't know what the BBC director is actually trying to do by revealing all this. Oh, I know what he's trying to do, because he said that it was a mistake by the editing team because they thought that they had edited out the N-word, but there was a second N-word which they didn't see because they thought that it was just one N-word, and when they were told that they should edit out the N-word, then they removed the first one. And I'm like, that's not an excuse. That is not an excuse. I'm pretty sure there is someone who watches the footage throughout, and you can't tell me that it's just one person who was like, oh, I'm so overwhelmed with work and whatever, and let me just post, I'll review later and whatever. I just feel like someone knew what they were doing. Someone knew what they were doing, but let's move on. Now, lastly, superstars, I want to discuss if 50 Cent is the correct person to be spearheading a celebrity expose, because I know that he is not free from controversy himself, but he acts like he is, and I just feel like whatever he is doing, exposing all these celebs, he is just not doing it for activism, but doing it because he hates these people that he's doing it to. These people are his enemies, and he is trying to take them down at the expense of the victims. That is what I am saying. But let us get into his scandals. So, in 2013, he was charged with domestic violence and vandalism involving the murder of his child, Daphne Joy. So, as you can see, that's just one incident, which is not recent, but recent, because 2013 isn't that far off. And we also have him posting an explicit video of Rick Ross's ex-girlfriend. What's her name? I don't know what her name is. Did I write it down? I did. Lastonia Livingston. I don't know her. Clap if you know her. Okay, I don't know her. But yeah, he partook in revenge porn. I hate anyone who partakes in revenge porn because it just shows what kind of person you are. So this is why I'm like, is he the right person? I don't think so.
So he went on to her Instagram and released their sex tape. And his friend, 50 Cent, jumped right in the middle. And then posted a graphic screen grab shot of the sex tape. Instagram quickly removed it, but I saw it. Did you see it? Clap if you saw.
But there is also that video of Quinlan Blackwell She stated she was talking to Lorraine in a video and said that 50 Cent actually lusted over her. And in that video, she was 14 years of age. And he posted it on the Instagram saying that he wants to tear that shit up. An old man, really old man, saying to a 14-year-old, I want to tear that shit up. And someone's going to tell me that, yeah, he didn't know how old she was. She looked young. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If she looks young, she is not for you.
Oh, say,
How old were
can
you?
you? I was probably 14.
You doing this?
Those were cheer moves, but then 50 Cent went and posted it on his Instagram and said, damn, I want to tear that shit up. Hashtag all of his alcohol brands. Hashtag like Wild Wednesdays. And my dad was like, I'm finna get it taken down. Nigga, what is you finna go? Instagram HQ? Bro, so we just had to wait for 50 Cent to realize everything.
So it just goes to show that 50 Cent isn't the correct person, and this does not in any way discredit what he has been saying about these celebs. It just begs the question, is he the right person? And is he doing this for justice? Is he doing this for the victims? Because I feel like he's doing this for spectacle. People are enjoying it. People are eating it up. People are like, yes, 50 Cent, we want to see what you do next. But I'm like, what about the victims? What about all the victims? And you guys don't care about the victims anymore. Let's talk about that. You guys really don't care about the victims. You guys will shout all these things. Epstein files. You will shout Diddy trial. You will shout whatever. But you just make it about other people and not about the victims too. You do not even check up on the victims. You do not even do anything about the victims. You guys just make it a spectacle of making AI videos and whatever, and it is, to me, it just comes across as very insensitive to the victims, because as a victim, I don't want to see this whole thing trending, but trending for different reasons, trending for reasons that aren't even for it. So no, I don't think 50 Cent is the right person, because it takes away from the victims. Like, his thing just becomes this whole spectacle of him being, oh, you know, I want to be as petty as 50 Cent. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Oh, my enemies. What are we trying to achieve? That's the question we should be asking.
Well,
But superstars, I feel like I've ranted so much in this video today that I just want to close it off here. And thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you think down in the comments below. I would like to speak to some of you, all of you. Wow, because I love you all. And I will see you guys in part 2 on Thursday. Don't hold me to it, but on Thursday I'll post part 2, because I want to post something else on Sunday. So I will see you guys on Thursday.